criminals, by anybody or anything. And they will be telling you, for 3 hours, they didn't see anyone to take me. Or when they finally found an hospital to take me, there was no blood. And I've lost so much blood. So that is, I can write the scripts of what can happen to me if I go to Nigeria. That could lead me into needing serious medical care. And once I miss it, I will learn it. So then think of those who just need little money for medication, just to manage their health, to manage their conditions. I mean, when you are increasing everything, should you by any means not protect those people by protecting that sector? Have you ever thought of that? That you have to choose, somebody give you money. Finally, you have money, and then you have to choose between either eating or buying drugs. If you buy a drug and you no eat, you go die. If you buy food and you no buy drug, you will suffer and you will die. Do you know that people actually live like that in Nigeria? They do. And some of them, their children, they are on social media defending APC and all of that. And you see the one you saw on the screen, those are just like not too big medical, what have you. There are people who are suffering from serious medical conditions that are already dying. And guess what? Even if people start dying and falling down and dying on the streets, do you know what they will tell you? So is it because just about 20 people, they fell and died on the streets? Is that why you are now saying that Nigerians are dying? You're not too like to exaggerate something. That's what they will say. They will say you love exaggeration. Is it not just about 23 people in the last 2 months? That man that they said was waiting at the bus stop and they are waking him, he didn't wake up, he's dead. That one that they say, is it now, is that why you are now saying that Nigerians are dying? Nigerians are dying. We know that the government needs to do something, but you know what? We should not be exaggerating. Hello? You see, those who are exaggerating are just those who are crying for help because they still can. Okay? There are majority of you who are going through this. Number one, you have no money to even check yourselves up. If I ask some of you now watching me from Nigeria, for example, and like I said, let's leave social media fake life now. You understand? Just brother to brother. Sister to sister. We just talk heart to heart. Okay? If I ask you that, listen, when was the last time, despite everything you have been going through, shall you get, like, you know what in life be? We say about country hard, though. We know country hard. Shall you get? And despite the fact that you are working and all of that, you get job, Abi. When was the last time that leave your house and just walk yourself straight into an hospital and tell them that I just want to do a general checkup? I want to check my BP. I want to check my, my immune. I want to check this. I want just walk in like, oh my, who they walk into hospital? In Jesus' name, I will not go to hospital. Why are you afraid of going to the hospital to get checkup? It's because you cannot afford money that you will use for food. I be the one you will use for school fees. The one you are going to use for your rent. You can no longer just suddenly just walk into the hospital when nothing is wrong with you. Are you a big man, Uni? You want to be doing like Onyibo? Are you Onyibo? Is that not what you tell yourselves? I have lived there. And if I tell you that I still don't have that mentality right now, I will be lying. Even me, that have access to medical care here, I have not deliberately just took myself to the hospital in this country, except for once. And I have an explanation for that. Sure, you get. Normally, you just go to the GP. You call the GP, I want to see the GP. I'm having a cold. Hello, GP, I want to come and see the GP. I've got this cramped stomach. Okay, hello, GP, I want to come and see. That's how I go to the GP. Nothing per se, except something is wrong and they will prescribe something for me. I'll go to the chemist and I'll get that. And a day or two is gone. I won't even remember where I kept the rest of the medication and all that. So one day, after the UK Home Office, they increased, because I told you, me living in this country is not free. Sure, you get. After taking all my taxes, all my money and all of that, they say I have to still pay for everything that legally puts me here. The healthcare in this country, which is free for everyone who lives here, okay? Whether you have papers or you don't have papers. If you get sick and they take you to hospital here, they will take care of you. They will treat you first. They go talk about your papers later. So when I first got my papers, before I did the renewal, then, right, I think I paid £500 or £550, and it is called NHS surcharge. In case if I sick, free. If you are when I'm working, they will take my money as tax. It goes to NHS. It goes to here. It goes there, right? But before I can have right to work, I'll pay for NHS anyway. 500. Then I wanted to do my renewal, for my permanent residency, and they have increased it. They increased it to 1,000 something, and I was like, I didn't even use the one for last time. I don't even fall sick. I don't need any. No. How can I pay that much money? Even though I no fall sick. Sure, you get to, for me to get a bed for hospital and all of that, because you know what I mean. So when I paid that money, I now went back. I called my GP. I said, I want a general checkup. I just want to check that there's nothing inside me from anywhere to and all of that. My GP have always been saying, no, you are fine. You are fine. You are good. No, I've seen the video. I've seen the pictures. I want you to put me inside machine. I want the machine to read me, check everything inside me, everywhere. Tell me if I get something for my body. The GP was laughing as you are laughing. Because I told him, I said, see, listen, he's a foreigner too. He's, I think he's Asian, right? He's Asian. So I said, listen, you understand what I'm saying, right? I paid money for NHS. I never used it. And I know that if I'm not really like almost down, I won't go to the hospital, right? But I don't want to go there because I'm down. I want you to recommend me for a general checkup at our general hospital here. I said, oh, that's fine if you want to. Mr. Badero, that's what they call me, Mr. Badero. Yes, I want to. So he sent me to Southern General Queen Elizabeth Teaching Hospital here. Lovely place. And I went in and I got checked. They said, stand up. They put me on the wall. There was this thing that was, I don't know what that one was checking. Well, I don't know. It's like an x-ray or something, right? So, and they just put me everywhere, but they didn't put me inside the MRI. I should have requested for that. I need MRI scan. But they will be like, scan what? Your brain. You get brain damage. I want to find out. I don't know if I get brain damage. Anyway, so I came by. They said, we'll send the result to your GP. Your GP will call you. If you find anything. I said, okay, that's fine. Even if you don't find anything, it doesn't matter anymore. At least I've fulfilled the fact that I've used my money. You turn on the machine for me, okay? And you entered everything the way it should be. You process it. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to use my money. Do you get that? And I did. So, back to you in Nigeria. You are working hard. You are paying different taxes. Nigerians are the most taxed people on earth. And unfortunately, Nigeria is one of the most indebted countries in the world with nothing to show for it. If you don't understand what is called multi-taxation, multi-taxation, go and buy a lorry that is operating from Lagos to Kano. Buy another lorry, a truck that is going to be operating from Lagos to Abia. And at the end of the month, ask your drivers to bring the receipts given to them by different thugs, police, and all of that. Make them bring the receipt and start calculating how much your drivers paid to those faceless criminals from junction to junction, from town to town, from state to state, from police roadblock to police roadblock. Ask all your drivers to bring all those receipts, calculate them, and ask if any company pays such tax or taxes anywhere else in the world. Come back here, I'll give you 50 pounds. I'm a poor man, so when 50 pounds, how much you want make I give you? Number one, you can't win. There's nowhere in the world like that. So you cannot win. And even if you can't win, finally, you do research. So that means I would have gained something, which is a new information that there is another country where they tax people, real people, hardworking people. They tax them to death, like that of Nigeria. I'll give you 50 pounds. I'm not a rich man, so sure you get. And everything is not money. You can even do it for free. At least all of us will learn, like I said. The money they are taking from them is not invested in infrastructure at all to improve their businesses. Terrible roads, though. Unsafe road, though. Some of them get kidnapped. That because their oga could not pay ransom. When they are doing their news report, you'll be hearing 14 people were kidnapped at Ogbeneshe Road, including a truck driver and his motor boy. The police have managed to rescue, they don't rescue them on a ransom them pay. The police have managed to rescue 10 people. And 4 people lost their lives, including the truck driver. You can't wonder, what's happened? They no pay ransom. The oga was like, if they sell the truck, you know if you pay the ransom. So which ransom? We're going to pray for you. That's what some people do. They say they will be praying for you. May the kidnappers, may they change their mind. Do you get that? People die, no protection, no nothing, no. But ask how much they are obtaining from them every day. Okay? Put all of that together and tell me any business that is being taxed like that in the world. The one they killed at Rivers Ogbeneche Road at the expressway. If they no pay ransom. Even the economy, you might, I don't know if you have heard that too. I'm going to tell you this one. The economy of the terrorists in Nigeria under Boko Haram boomed so much that people were selling their properties in northern Nigeria to pay ransom to terrorists in northern Nigeria. Last, people don't get anything to pay ransom anymore. So at the end of the day, people were leaving, they are just abandoning the people that have been kidnapped. They are abandoning them to their kidnappers. You need to see the videos of some of them. So kidnappers can't they do video? Can't they do save our soul video? Kidnappers that is saying, if you don't bring 50 million, we're going to kill your family. Say, please, we don't get, even our entire family, if they sell all of us for Libya, we no go reach 50 million. Please, make Kodak Kunjo, nego do. Kidnappers reduce ransom to 20 million. They say, you know, they hear, if they sell all of us for here, even our grandma, where they Utako, and everybody, you know, reach 1 million. Now, this economy has affected all the kidnappers too. That doesn't mean that, So kidnappers can't they do video. Damn Boromba. If you don't send the food, if you don't send the Colorado, if you don't send rice, kidnappers are now demanding for spaghetti. They are demanding for 2 liters. They say, even if na 5 liters of petrol, you need to send it, or we'll kill your family. Person where they demand 50 million 6 months ago. Everybody is broke. But how they are doing it and kind of living it, and you know what I mean? Like everybody's kind of, I'm not going to say everybody, but it seems that they have been able to kind of be tamed. Oh yeah, I mean, the imagination of a wound. I feel be the one we say me imagination one wound though. Help me. Please help me. If you are watching me from Nigeria, okay, and somehow all these scenarios painted and the rest of them, I've seen somebody who said, this is me. I am 22 years old. I have high blood pressure. I'm so sorry, darling. That is what I'm saying. I want to hear from you. See, you are laughing because everything is always funny to some of you sometimes, right? Go and Google it. Go and read it. I can go and look at it for you, but it's just going to take our time. They're not demanding for money too much anymore. Now, if you then kidnap your family member with spaghetti, 5 kg rice, 5 liter petrol, codeine, Colorado, Colorado, maybe Colorado, 5,000 naira, codeine. I don't know how much they sell codeine, or maybe about 10 bottles, 5 liter petrol. I don't think they use this. I read it. I actually read this where they are making demand from the families in northern Nigeria. If you want to see your family now, come and take him. We know feed if he don't know. Have you seen the video? Terrorists, they do video. They beg family. Now family first, they beg the terrorists, please, release him. Say 50 million. Sir, please, 20. Please, we don't get money. Oh yeah, 5 liter petrol. You get that one. Don't say you don't have petrol. Spaghetti. Indomie. And then you get a bucket of ugogoro. And these are actually those who are fighting jihadism and the rest of that. That's actually a story for another day. They were making demand for food. And it's not the first time. The last time somebody got his own daughter back by giving them half bag of maize. Do you know how much is a bag of maize? It's over 60,000 naira. You know that maize? That big bag, 50 kg bag. It's over 60,000 naira. It used to be about 7,000 naira, be 6,000 naira. I'm just giving you a new hack, anyway. Like, I want to know how you are hacking it. That you could maintain your posture. Okay, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? Do you want us to go and get Baba? See, 1 second. Surely that death that some feels like is so scary and all of that. These days, now gently they enter, they take everybody. You go see your papa will be say, this is not funny, and I don't want people to laugh. It's not funny. Somebody you just spoke to just now. And then you went outside, and then before you come back, they are gone. Daddy, this is not what you promised me. Promise you, or a promise, Lily. Daddy, you did that. This is not what you, darling, this is not what you promise you, okay? Some people will now come in and they will tell you, man, I like this kind of death, though. You see, Nigerians, say, about that kind of death I like. I just stay in my house like that, and I say, really, hypertension, something happened to him. He no fit call for help. That's why. You see that 5 minutes. Alaye Jakporo Ikuni. If to send a camera day, video day, you see that last minute. Because what I'm saying is that a lot of you are bottling up a lot, and you are pretending, thinking they will go away. But guess what? You are piling them up, and one day, you go just sit down like this. And in the usual way, because the problem is that may they not leave you alone. If you are watching, they are watching my broadcast right now. Some of them are abusing me. No problem. It's okay. That's fine. All right. But after this broadcast, okay, when they have nobody else to kind of, unleash their frustration on, it will now be them. Because it's usual. Start thinking, oh God, what kind of life is this? Why is it gonna go like your usual way? By the time you look up like this, as Asarailu niye, you go they stand in front of the. You know what is Asarailu? Do they even have a name for death? Because it's like death. It's called Asarailu. So in just your usual way, at 33, you're already looking like you're already 54. Anyway, you've never really checked yourself. You have been seeing some signs, but you have no money to even do anything. You are struggling in that same place. You are bottling it up and bottling it up and bottling it up until it will explode. And in your usual, you go to say, now just one of those times you want to, might just do some me time. Me time, lo maro po nse. Ko. Say this way, bawo. Kilo happen. Because what happened is this. Your health has deteriorated and you have no chance of knowing. You have been enduring and keeping it. Sometimes they will come, sometimes they will be gone. In the economy created by these criminals. I'm just going to be like, I remember when people were, when you notice that somebody is always sighing. Like they are not saying anything. They are sitting next to you. You are minding your business. And all of a sudden, you just hear, Àbátúbá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́mẹ̀ta lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Kò pé 999 ni o, kò pé 911. Have you not noticed that? Like, it's a call for an emergency, call for help. Whatever will make anybody to sit next to you. And a long silence. And then suddenly you hear, Don't wait for them to do the third one. If you are abroad, they will say you should call 911. In America, I think it's 911. In the UK, it is 999. In Nigeria, you have to run outside and shout, Egba mi o! Because there's no emergency number in Nigeria per se, and it is not a joke. If they give you any fake number, you can't say, who you they call? Ambulance, I be police. Say somebody, Otifemi Konlembi, a one breath is last, oh. If I say this person, one breath is last, oh. How do you help them? You call them, funny, ambulance in Nigeria. Even if you live for Lekki, the most active emergency number in Nigeria is to run outside and shout, "Hey, Bamio!" Or you will say, "Help me!" But if you want people to believe you, go naked and say, "Help me!" You'll be surprised. Because I remember when, I don't know, but I remember I was a little boy, right? And as kids, we were playing, all of us were playing and running about and all of that, and then suddenly, Rafiu just started shaking. We're all kids, so I mean, if I have to give my age, it's gonna probably be around I should be about 7 or 8. Do you understand? So, and as kids, we were playing, everyone was playing, yeah, I catch you, hide and seek and all of that stuff. And then suddenly, we just hear the noise. Yeah, Modino, because Rafiu is Modino's Modino is the senior sister. Rafiu is the junior brother. So me and Modino, we are mates. Rafiu is like a junior one to us. And Rafiu is like this active young boy, like sharp, strong boy. Yeah, Modino just ran out. Yeah, Mokuo! I have died. I am dead. I'm like, I have died. Oh. Yeah, Modino, what happened? Everybody, giddy, giddy, giddy. Rafio, Rafio, Rafio. So as she was pointing to the direction where her son was, Rafiu, what happened to Rafiu? What happened to Rafiu? Before you know it, somebody bring green. But you know, Rafiu was convulsing. It was like convulsion. They saved him. Oh. I witnessed that as a child. Oh. No ambulance, no doctor, no nothing. Oh. You know that giri is giri. You know when convulsion like that. That was what happened to Rafiu. So immediately somebody saw that. I was like, sorry, bring spanner, bring green, bring spoon. So made them quickly stop so that they don't want him to cut off his tongue. And before you know it, after about 10 minutes, Rafiu has calmed down. Half an hour after that, Rafiu was already on the, we were back, we were kids. We were back running about that. Rafiu did not die. Oh, thank God Rafiu did not die. Oh, Rafiu did not die. Like we didn't even probably understood at the time. And before you know it, even Rafiu, seizure, that's what I mean, convulsion and be seizure. I don't know. So anyway, even Rafiu, we won't die 30 minutes ago. They don't come out the spanner. Rafiu, it was just already there standing next to us. Rafiu, go and sit down. Oh. You are not feeling well. Go and rest. Don't go and join them. Oh. Don't go and waiting then give Rafiu palm oil at his spanner. So a lot of you are going through it for real. Okay? You are young. You don't think anything can happen to you medically. You don't think you're going to need any of those things I just mentioned because for now you care so much about at least feeding and eating. You get that? So somehow once in a while you are always like, so that one is better. That one no deep. Because I remember they say, that one are like stage 2. Then when you do like, now stage 3. But when you breathe in, breathe out, like say you want to do yoga. Call ambulance. Go to take 9999. So you can share that with me and let out some of those, right? Because I saw this video. The desperation of Nigerians trying to get away from these rogues and their activities have led a lot to even sell whatever they have left, to even go into debt. Because they told them, they didn't tell them, they've seen their friends who have been to Canada. He's already taking care of his family. She's already taking care of her family. I mean, everybody's looking fine. Nigeria won't kill me. Oh. Nigeria won't kill me. Because everyone you talk to right now, they will tell you, Nigeria won't kill me. Oh. I swear, Nigeria won't kill me. So I call them MVPs. Most valuable personalities. To me, they are MVPs. If they survive Nigeria every day, we agreed now, didn't we? We agreed that if for any reason, you die or any of us die before Nigeria break up, I be Nigeria better. We know Nigeria don't feel better. So eventually we're going to die. And, Nigeria don't go still better. But if we can't die, after everything we will witness, after everything what una don't see, what's in this eye, they don't see. You can't reach heaven or you can't reach the gate, the border. You can't see this way to Elihaji Sheikh. So and so Shire Villa next to the hellfire. I say, hellfire ke. Pastor Rakumi Rambo. He has opened another church down the road as well. But you will first need to go to the reception. Reception, why? Say, because you shouldn't come to heaven, because you are a sinner. Say, our fight go start soon. Oh. Did you not check my ID? Say, yeah, we've seen your ID. We've seen that you are dead, and that's why you are here. Go left. Go left. Left is to Fire. Go down the road. You will see signboard. Say, I'm asking that. Did you see my ID? I am coming from Nigeria. Do you know what my eye see? So, upon all things where my eye see for Niger, I still die. So it wasn't the price I should pay to go heaven. You go change the protocol, and it is not a joke. They say Nigeria, surviving in Nigeria. How to survive in Nigeria, or surviving in Nigeria, should be added to one of the 1,000 ways to die. People died because they couldn't survive Nigeria. Always remember that. Economic decisions, and then the corruption of these rogues, they will lead to what you can say economic sabotage. Economic sabotage will lead to job losses. Job losses will lead to loss of income. Loss of income will lead to poverty. Poverty will lead to crime, and crime will lead to what? It will lead to a breakdown of law and order. Now, it will explain your friend. You know. So people are reacting. They want to escape. And others are saying they are doing it for their family. I am just doing it for my children. I don't think my children will have future in this country. And guess what? In that desperate, or let me say, in that desperation, Nigerians are still scamming their fellow brothers and sisters, selling them job slots that don't exist. People are selling their properties. People are borrowing money to escape from Nigeria. Some are picking up different degrees, PhD here and there that they don't need. They just need something to get out of that place. Only for them to get to a supposed greener pasture, to realize that they have been scammed by their own people. All of you now, when they do that, I know some of you will stumble on my video too. It's not supposed better for you. Even if the plus say it go better for you, at least you should still know that even they don't arrange say making better for you by style, say it's supposed better for you. Because I've seen that. I've seen people. So I don't know how recent this video is. But it tells a bit of what the consequences of the ruiners of Nigeria's actions. And those, I was saying something about people crossing desert earlier, right? That was gone. People are selling their properties to acquire the legitimate visas, work permit visas. I'm talking about original visa, not be say fake or anything. No. They paid to get the adequate visas only for them to get to their destinations and meet something different. Ordinarily, I know that we should be calling on authorities in all of these countries that are offering work permit, education scholarship, this and all of that, to indeed begin to take to account the victims of some of those who are running their schemes through all of this as well. I am not saying this. Like I said they are legitimate visas. Only for you to get your destination, and then the story is different. Like, there is no job. And in this country, it no be like Nigeria, where you can easily ask people for urgent 2K, 5K. Even those where they are abroad. You see person where they send money to you in Nigeria. When you are in Nigeria, 100K, 200K. Now you're sure, man. Now you're sure person. When you cross the border here, you realize that maybe 200K is like a 120,000. I mean, 120 pounds. For example, where are they, right? 120 pounds. 120 pounds is not a money that somebody just dashes you here. Do you get that? That person that could give you 500,000 naira for a certain request in Nigeria, you would expect, Abi. I mean, like you are from Nigeria, and I'm sure you get like your sure guy. He don't pay 1,000 pounds for you before. Now you are in the UK. He cannot even give you 100 pounds. Like, he cannot even just dash you. Why would he dash you money? When you could actually go look for a job yourself, Abi? But the problem now is that you can't look for a job, or you can no longer afford, okay, to even like survive based on the jobs they finally got you. They didn't tell you that you will need to first hustle. I mean, you were supposed to get a job like that, get a house. They didn't prepare you for it, because as some are doing theirs like everything is fine, going on normal. Some are complaining of being lonely. I miss my family. I hate being lonely and all of that. But things are still all right. They get their job and all of that, right? But even within that, I am talking about those who fell into the trap of scammers, their fellow Niger, who knows that there is actually no real job there for them. But they encourage them to kind of spend and sell their properties and spend that much. People were begging for food in the UK. Imagine a person that could afford to pay 10 million naira to bring his family down here. Ended up having to either be squatting with some friends, or almost homeless. And why? Because their fellow Nigerians who were given slots of, let's say, this your license, and the job you're going to get with that is just for about 10 people. And that guy has already used that same license, sold it to about 200 people, collected millions of money from them. And out of the 200 people, the embassy gives, let's say, 150 of them the visa. 50 lost out. The 150 will fly down to the UK, and they will be expecting to go and come and get 150 jobs, only for them to realize that the person that got them this legitimate visa is actually a crooked Nigerian who just took advantage of a system that was trying to really help people. People are falling for this. You know that? And because of this, I have seen people who came to this country with debts, and it wasn't what they told them. You are supposed to arrive here, go get a job, and once you have a job, right, you're going to get a house. There is shortage of housing, there is shortage of job, but those who got a license to get everyone out like that, they have abused it. Somebody told me on this issue of drive that everybody want to get out of that, like, any delay ni, any London ni. So many people ran into this kind of a scheme. One single person brought in over 700 people. 700 people, not 700 jobs like that. Like, they will pack the whole family, children, father, mother, cousin, and everybody that is dependent. Pack all of them. Where? Odino plane. Once they landed in Nitro, it will come be like carnival. Ojo everybody, our car. Person will get 5 years visa, residency permit, working visa. Could come be like person wey be say na through desert in take enter UK. person will come on the boat, on the dinghy. Those who came through the France and they who crossed about seven forests and 7 seas, who eventually got into the UK, living, hiding, doing this. Person wey get visa to carry family enter UK, bam. The person who brought you only have about 100 placements, and you cannot go to any other place to get a job. What are we going to do now? We have debt to pay. And what are we? Don't worry, we'll figure it out. First month, second month, third month, fourth one. 6 months. Depression, shape depression, need the same shege you want to run away from in Nigeria. Some people are taking advantage of that. That's how the same criminals who are supposed to fix Nigeria, they are taking advantage of you. They dipped a lot of you into perpetual poverty. But for those who didn't want their own children to end up in poverty, in Koto, they decided to leave Nigeria. Imagine living in Nigeria. I mean, imagine running away from Nigeria. Person can go die inside cold in Canada. All wrong now. You dey run away from Nigeria. Poor people know they travel. Na Nigeria street language. And it is very true. There are some of these guys, maybe say, na Bambia land they take survive. They have developed an industry for it. No thanks to APC. Egbekegbe. Fine Bara is no longer a shame. Bambia is no longer a shame. And when they hear people who are spending 10 million, 30 million to go to Canada, they wet themselves. If I have that 30 million, I go to live like a king in Nigeria and Benin. Lagos Abobaku say, now they say, Lagos Abobaku fine Barati drop quotes. The era. It's true, you go see in fellow Alimajiris. That is so true. If I have 30 million, because he can never have 30 million, he's praying for it. The economy, the country. Imagine somebody will be 30 years old. They defend their peace, they do find Bara on social media. And they can't get advice for person who get 30 million, go abroad. You know how many years fine Bara you go do before you get 30 million? For life. I mean, like, upgrade gone. So on the street, they will tell you, Baba Jojo, I mean, I'll see they find money where I go take a chop for this evening. They tell me about the guy we packaging money. Now only God knows how many million he spent to get that visa. God knows how many millions he spent to get the ticket. Poor man Pekino. So poor man Pekin go think say using 20 million to escape from the calamity that is going to finally, sink everybody in Nigeria. Poor man Pekin go think say na suicide mission. So if they can't say somebody go Canada, or somebody go India, and somebody go where again? Russia, and something happened horribly. God forbid. Poor man Pekin in Nigeria. Could they ask you, say, nobody say you take your money, buy your own death like this? Because he's thinking about how to eat tonight. He's thinking about how, what do you call it, is going to pay him. Punters and Baba Jebu will pay him. You get 30 million, go Canada. Canada. I go be like king for Nigeria. That's what they think. But anyway, I don't know how recent this video is. Just so you know, okay? So I don't want to present the video like this just happened yesterday. But I just want to use this for context so that you understand that you might want to blame those who are running away from Nigeria because they can afford it. And they are putting all of their eggs in one basket, and it's like Russian roulette. Russian roulette. put one bullet inside the gun, and you roll it. If the bullet come about it on here, if the bullet no enter head, I mean say you should get small chance. Try them again. So to those who have decided to take that shot, I don't want you to see it that way. I want you to look it deeper. That majority of those who are currently trapped in this APC, Egbekegbe's Nigeria, if they also have a chance, they will leave Nigeria. I'm not saying all of them, oh, no, don't get me wrong, oh. But now hypocrisy go kill some of you. Because as much as some of you are doing your, all of us have to work hard for this country, work hard, kill you there. If them bring a Titanic vessel, bring a Combat Beach for Lagos, the first 20,000 people to get on board will become automatic American citizens. You go see your pastor. You go see your, what do you call it? You will see people that somehow you think they are so comfortable with what is going on in Nigeria, nothing where you go offer them. Now then go first. You see some of those where you say, Ipa, at 76, you say they go babish. So they go babish, you my son. They go babish, my son. No. I don't want to reincarnate in this country. I don't get too much time to go again. But if I die in America, I die as an American. If I come back to this world, I come back as an American. So, my son, help me. Please. Say, Ipa, Iye, where are you going? What do you mean, where am I going? You carried back like, where did they go, Iye? Say, where am I going? Did you not hear the news? It will shock you. Because you see those ones who are telling you that they love Nigeria, so many of them, they have their own application in different embassies right now. Person who don't apply for visa to run away from Nigeria is right here on social media, living the fake life with you. Saying, if all of us leave, who is going to remain? If all of us leave Nigeria, who is going to remain? We should stand and build this country. Now, that person where they tell you, say, I stand with Nigeria, I stand with Nigeria. If they Canada right now, if they do, I love my country from abroad. So hypocrisy will kill some of you, but it's okay. It's okay. You won't be the first. Because let's go to that Canada, because if you like say, I don't know why you are laughing. I mean, like, I want you to see, I don't want you to do, but I want you to kind of concentrate, like, think about this. Because it's like some of you are like rich people who probably cannot really connect with what I'm saying, right? But person go Canada, go die inside cold. Kusile is better than Kusi Canada. Kusi Canada is better than Kusi Berry. There is actually a movie, right? I said that, when a ghost is chasing you around the graveyard, yeah? Now then you go know, say, even though if you die, they will bring you to the graveyard, Abi. But that moment, you will know that Kusile is better than Kusi Berry. Die at home is better than to die in that burial ground, right? I have seen code, my dear brothers and sisters. I live in Scotland. And every time I see the videos of those in Canada, the first question I kind of ask myself is that, how do you guys survive there? Knowing that we came from a 70-degree continent. And they have not discovered the black man walking, and they'll be like that. And everybody will be like, taking pictures. And say, why are you taking pictures with him? He froze to death. He's not a statue, man. Why are you taking pictures with him? Why is that not happening? Like, in my own imagination, like, I'm like, you are a black man walking now, and it's so cold. It's so cold, and you're just like... And instead of people to call 999, they started taking pictures. Oh, look at this beautiful black statue in white snow. I would get it already. Here you get. And can you even imagine the kind of pain it is to die in cold? That last moment? So it's not funny. Watch this.
Yeah, hello ladies and gentlemen. We're right here at the shelter in Mississauga. And all right, this is exactly the spot where a young man from Nigeria died last week Wednesday. Now you see the tent they were living in, you can see it all the way down there, and you just begin to imagine how are people expected to survive in this horrible condition with the current state of the weather. With the cold out here, I can tell you, some of us can't even stand 30 minutes outside of this cold. But yet, human beings like you and I are living on these tents in these horrible conditions. I think it's about time that the African community come together and make our voices heard about this situation. It's about time. I'm here. My picture. Yes, this is Pastor O.J. Agobo. Yes, can you say something, man of God? Yes.
Unfortunately, it's disheartening to see human being living under this condition. This is what we'll be advocating for since the summer. And the unfortunate incident will try to prevent it happened, that somebody lost his life out here. And now we're calling on the federal government to facilitate the process. They did make a commitment to release some funding to assist the province to provide temporary accommodation for these individuals. And we don't know what has been done till now. We will be following up with the federal government, with the provincial government, and the city mayors to see what has been done, what is being done to address this situation. This is un-Canadian, this is inhumane, this is unacceptable for human beings. Please, we call it all Africans, all the black communities to come out. This is a fight we must all join hands to fight, to advocate for. This inhumane treatment to our community, people of our pigmentation is unacceptable. The time for action is now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so.
Thank you, Pastor. So I have been told that it is actually not an old video. It is new. I've received another video where I think a member of the Nigerian embassy in Toronto have visited the scene, and they are trying to kind of find a shelter for those who are Nigerians among those in that tent. That is very commendable. I mean, I have the video. I'm going to share that with you at some point. But let's first quickly review that Omoyele Showore's battle with the establishments. A lot of you do know that the criminal government of Nigeria, they are holding Omoyele Showore, charged him for treason, and they are holding his passport as well, that he can't go anywhere. Another person who is also, who is also trying to use, the